Air signs and masculine mutable signs. Welcome, welcome. I'm Nikki, your local vegan tarotist. When I was shuffling the cards, they were popping out Ace of Cups, Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. There's going to be a lot of conversation here about love. So, air signs, I know you guys love communication. That's your element. That's your domain, right? So I'm reaching for the feminine, so we're going to lead with the feminine here. Then we'll read for the masculine, and then we'll pull some clarification, maybe some signs, synchronicities. We've got some numbers and letters here. We're using the Disney deck and the Scrabble deck for the letters. All right, Virgo energy with the Hermit. So someone's coming out into the sunshine. Feminines may have been, okay, that's too much going on here. Yeah, Ace of Wands. This is very inspiring. I feel like this is going to be flinty, not flighty, flinty. Like there's a lot of sparks flying here because we're coming out of hermit mode. Yeah, Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups was coming out in the masculine side and it's coming out in the feminine side. It's like you feel very safe to fully express yourself because this is somebody who has never felt safe. They've never been able to express themselves. You could have Pisces placements here. This person could be your polarity sign because Virgo and Pisces are polarity signs. And we have the sun. So this is like someone who's coming out into the sunshine. And they're like, the sun. Like a vampire. I am a vampire. I am a vampire. You're my dark angel. And see, this is like a dark angel. I'm also getting this song by Massive Attack, Angel. Somebody's name could be John. I'm getting like the John Wick soundtracks, which are magnificent. But you could have your moon sign could be important here. You could be here for your moon sign, or you could be dealing with like Cancer or Pisces, because we do have the seahorses here, which they represent the god Neptune for their chariot, the chariot Cancerian energy. All right. I don't know why I wanted to read for the clarification before the masculine. Something about the masculine here, which if you are a mutable masculine, or if you're dealing with one, they can kind of, especially with that Pisces energy, they don't come out until they're sure. Mutable, I was saying mutable masculine, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. We've got Temperance here. Three of Pentacles. You could meet this person in like church, or I get like you could either go on a first date or something with the three there. You could go on a date to like a museum or something where there's kind of like an old library. I'm getting like a very old building. You could go to like a historical downtown and explore that. Maybe you guys are kind of into that. Maybe you're into history. We've got the Two of Pentacles here. Someone is juggling. Someone could be like performing. I'm getting like a street performer. Puppets. Some sort of stringed instruments, because there is like this string, also like the string theory here. But this is, now the red string theory often can be misinterpreted as like an attachment, right? Like you can't escape this person. But see, this is reciprocal. This isn't a linear string here. This is a green string. And I'm also getting like someone could, work with automotive, because I'm getting like a fan belt or like belts or something. This person could wear some sort of accessory or a belt that's stands out to you. But this is like a green string. It's very balanced, Capricorn energy. Like you work hard and you play harder. So it's like you could meet at work and then, go out, or you could be going out after work and meet this person. Page of Pentacles could be a younger earth sign on the masculine here. Let's pull for some other clarification, some numbers, and from the Disney deck, ways that you might meet this person so you know who you're dealing with, that you know. 10 of bottles. Somebody could be from someone could have an accent here, right? going to say someone could be from like London, Britain, you know, like they could be British. Bottle. Someone could be a little bit posh, or like kind of, you could come from two different backgrounds. Like somebody could come from quite a bit of money, and someone could have had to like work really hard to get out of a situation. So like someone could be coming from, and it's funny because you have to kiss a lot of frogs. So this could be like a reuniting, because, you know, the prince is a frog in this movie. But he's, you know, also a prince, and he like transforms through being a frog. And frogs are normally like, oh, you got to kiss a bunch of frogs. But it's like this person, this masculine, has done a lot of transformation on their spirit, right? Because maybe the ego was always kind of comfortable. They didn't have to want for anything. And then this is someone, the feminine feels like they've like done a lot of work on, somebody could have had like a glow up. This could be like an ugly duckling to a beautiful swan. Someone who like didn't rely on their looks, didn't rely on their money, didn't rely on the 3D or like those things that, you know, you don't really have to develop a personality for, because people just like you for that. You know, you could have had like all the cool stuff, you know, the trampoline, the best games or whatever, like, and people always came to their houses and stuff, and you were somebody who maybe was on welfare or whatever. Like, I just feel like the feminine could have struggled more in the 3D, and the masculine struggled more in the 5D, which is very typical for masculine, feminine energy and the twin flame. But we have the 10 of bottles here, so this is like the 10 of cups, right? Also, I'm getting the whoo-hoo. Somebody could whistle. You know, when you whoo-hoo, blow into a bottle. I cannot whistle, so I'm not going to be able to imitate that. But y'all know what a whistle sounds like. Whistle while you work. Go ahead and stop. No, not that one. We're going Disney here. We're going Disney. There is Dopey from Snow White. Someone could have, someone could look like, yeah, because they are intercultural, right? Interracial, intercultural, interspecies. No, but there is like, there's a big difference between you. And then we have the 17, which is 8. And there's the threads. So there's something about threads. Someone could work in like seamstress or something with a clothing. But there's something about mending. And there's a glow up here, right? She's not wealthy, and then she meets her prince because of the godmother, right? So there's some sort of and Evan, Angelina, these names could be important here. You know, Tia, the main names. Cinderella, the movie Ever After. I believe she's a Pisces, but I don't know. I, for some reason, always get Sagittarius energy from Drew Barrymore. But I believe that she is a Pisces. And the frog here. Frogs can be important. Green, it's the heart chakra, right? So that green thread, like these green threads here, I'm just getting like, this is a reciprocal, balanced heart connection. It's a true connection. It's not an attachment, because it cycles, and it's infinite, like it's everlasting, ever after. And there is that whole prince and the princess who has had to like work for everything. This could be kind of a clean freak. Someone who's like always mending things. This also feels like, with the thread, like somebody who had to kind of like either buy used clothes or get hand-me-downs, right? Somebody could have like several siblings, or they could have gotten a lot of hand-me-downs. But I am getting like a difference in financial upbringing. Or someone could be from a city and someone could be from the country, you know. But for some reason you complement each other. RH, DP, OB. I'm getting Obi-Wan. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. I don't know what she is, Carrie Fisher, but Fisher is also, I don't know what her sign is, but fish. So Pisces energy here, the fish. So that's like lots of cups. We are getting that 10 of cups. This is the ultimate amount of love that you can give to somebody else in the 3D. And it comes from a place of agape love. So there is a lot of self-love here. RSD. And then HOP, hop, like frogs, hoppy, which the frog, hop, someone's feeling froggy. So it's like somebody's going to be like the Fool, Aries and Aquarius energy. All right. And then we also have Hermit, Hierophant, so Taurus, Virgo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Fiacus, and then we have, that's it. I'm just looking at the letters for zodiac signs. So yeah, somebody could be, there's somebody somebody could be like a cusper. But I'm getting this like in between. Somebody's in like a transitory phase. You may meet this person and be a major component to their development and to their ascension. And ascension is a process of descension, so it means going deeper and deeper within, which is the Hermit energy at the center here. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody, and then we have the Page of Cups. See, I'm getting like somebody is sort of, this is like the masculine could be younger, again, younger water sign. We have the, oh, it's a 2 of Pentacles, but this 2 of Pentacles or Earth sign, right? It does look like a page. But it is somebody who's kind of like, very jovial because I feel like they were not burdened. And it's not a competition, but I just feel like the masculine was not as burdened by financial woes. And then the feminine, I feel with this, like this tower here, it's like they're looking for sanctuary. They're looking for somebody to help them, to bring them balance and stability, but not just in finances, right? Because in in The Princess and the Frog, he's stripped of all of his money, right? Like his parents disown him and he's like on his own. So it's like, this is somebody who may have come up in a very luxurious or easier lifestyle, but something happened in their life where they met with a tower and they had to do deep inner work to actually become somebody who valued romance and love. And see, that little fish is there. So it is like a surprise. It's a little surprise of love, a gift of love, an affirmation of love that this person is going to give to you. And I feel like it's going to be very genuine. It's going to be a genuine offer of, because it's coming from an authentic place that they've had to do a lot of work on. They've had to mend a lot of things, and they did realize, like, maybe they operated out of a lower frequency for much of their younger years, right? So with the Page of Cups, even if this person is older, they could be someone who's like very new to love. So this experience is going to feel brand new. And again, if it is a reconciliation, it's going to be somebody, maybe you knew them in school and you were like, oh, and then you meet later and it's like, you're such a different person. Both of you have grown in so many ways, because you may have, the feminines may have looked at this masculine as like Pride and Prejudice. Oh, he's so rich, and they're like faulting Mr. Darcy for, having too much money. And it's like, wow, she's actually quite proud. And she's actually operating out of like a judgmental, comparative, like very negative space, because there's almost like a grudge for the fact that like He was born into something, you know, like he can't help himself. He can't help that he was born that way. Maybe it was somebody who was like, you know, very good looking, and maybe you were like that ugly duckling and you were like, he doesn't look at me. So yeah, that's very specific. But if you knew this person in like a former phase of life, then yeah, there could be that Five of Pentacles, like that lack mentality that makes somebody kind of act out of a shadow self, right? Because we are seeing like similar aspects in the feminine side here of this like kind of golem-y creature, who has two sides, right? So Gemini energy. So it's like going from this combative with your own twin to that unconditional love, and it comes from self-love. So because you've done that work on like, oh, I actually am of value. I'm of value, because someone who's only valued for having the best toys, being good looking, having a lot of money, like there's also a feeling of that lack and with the Five of Pentacles, because it's like nobody likes me for me. No one's friends with me for me. If I didn't have a trampoline, no one would even care about me. You know, if I didn't have all this money, these feminines would not even entertain me. If I weren't so handsome or good looking or whatever. And it's almost been like a detriment to their romantic success, right? To finding an authentic partnership. So it's almost like both of you were in this lack mindset, because it's a perceived lack, right? And so you've come to this place with the cups here, where you're like, oh wow, I'm actually like my own best friend. And when you become your own best friend, you like yourself, you protect yourself, you set boundaries, you request high things for yourself. You work on those affirmations, like I am of value. I'm getting that scene from Half Baked where he's like, I'm not a fish, I'm a man. And he's like in the, in the mirror, and he's like doing affirmations. It's like everyone around you told you you were something, and this goes for both of you. And now it's like you're telling yourselves a different story. And by telling yourselves a different story, you're attracting somebody who is aligned with you at your core, and who's going to love you with the Ten of Cups, that agape love, giving and receiving. And it's very balanced, and that connection, that water energy of the heart chakra is very, it's a connection. It's not an attachment. So hopefully there was something in here for you. If there was, if you'd like to claim this, claim it down below in the comments, or look for ways to interact and support the channel. And until next time, I wish you well.